Hello, everybody. This is Witcher the Wizard coming to you again for this week's Twin Flames, the Twin Within Energy Report. So, my apologies for missing yesterday. I actually woke up this morning and realized, holy shit, I didn't do it yesterday. I just got really super busy with stuff and kind of forgot it was Sunday. So, my apologies for that, but I've done the drawing for Monday, so it's going to be from Monday through the rest of the week. And we'll just jump right into it. So for the feminine energy, for your feminine energy inside, I pulled the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles is all about self-worth, knowing your self-worth, and also just about knowing abundance. Self-worth as far as your time, your abundance, your worthiness, your deservingness, all of that kind of stuff, right? So it's about being able to not only just provide for you, for yourself and pay your bills, but to be in that place of thriving, of you feel like you're thriving. It's not so much how much you have, as it is how you feel about your life. So maybe you're not making a ton of money, but are you feeling abundant in your life? Do you feel like you're making what you should be making for the work that you're doing? Do you feel appreciated? Do you feel that things are coming to you as they should in life? Or do you feel that no matter, what you do, you never seem to get what's your due? That's kind of my big distinction. If you really feel like you're putting in so much effort, but you're not getting your worth, then you're suffering with self-valuation issues. You're not valuing yourself. And that's reflecting in your external world. And I have personal experience with this. I was an executive in a software development firm in San Francisco, and I was making a six-figure salary, and I didn't feel like I was getting paid what I was worth. I just constantly didn't feel that I was being properly valued. So it really does. And the work that I do now, though, I do energy work, and I have clients come in, and I don't make as much money as I used to, but I absolutely feel like I'm getting paid what I'm worth. So it really doesn't have to do with how much money you're actually making. It's whether you feel that you are getting compensated appropriately for the work that you are doing. And when you're in that sweet spot of you feel like you are, and you're really enjoying what you do, then that's when you know that you're in a good position with the Queen of Pentacles or the Queen of Coins. But our energies for this week are saying, let's look at our lives and feel like, and try and find out where we're not feeling our worth, or where we're not valuing ourselves. Because it really comes down to valuing yourself. Do you value yourself? If you value yourself, again, it'll come out. And so for me, I had to make a change in what I was doing, because I didn't really value the work that I was doing. I thought it was interesting, it was challenging, at times it was a lot of fun, but I didn't really value it. I didn't value it. But what I do now, I highly value it. It's just I feel like I'm actually making a really positive difference in the world. So, and because I value how I'm spending my time, the money that I'm getting paid for it, um, I feel that's an appropriate value. I mean, it's just reflected, right? Anyway, so that's the feminine energies. Look at your life this week. Where are you not feeling valued? Where are you not valuing yourself? Where are you giving too much of yourself? Right? The queen, she doesn't go out and do stuff. That's the knight. She sits there and she gets, her value comes to her. So where are you maybe giving too much of yourself for what you're receiving? All right, that's the feminine energies. And the masculine energies. The Justice card. The Justice card. So if the Judgment card is all about taking a look at our lives to see what's no longer a fit, what's no longer a match for us. And I'd like to point out that for Judgment, it's really not saying this is good or bad, right or wrong, in the moral, ethical sense of it. It's really does this fit my energy? Especially when it comes to people. And when you pull the Judgment card and you're taking a look at the people that are in your life, and you say, this person isn't a match. It's better, it's not good to say that this person is wrong for me. It's so much healthier and energetically better. It feels better energetically to say that this person is no longer a match for me. Just that being said, let's leave the Judgment out of the Judgment card. It's really just, comparison. One of these things is not like the other, like, all right, what fits, what doesn't fit. And so the Judgment card, you determine what fits, what you're going to keep, what you can't keep anymore. And then the Justice card comes in and says, time to make the cut. Right? Time to let go of the things that are no longer a match, that are no longer a fit. No judgment, no right or wrong, just not a good match, not a good fit. And the Justice card has to come in and say, all right, everything that's not a fit, out. It's like old clothes. They don't fit. You don't keep your clothes from 3rd grade because they don't fit anymore. May have been your favorite outfit ever. Doesn't fit. Time to move on. Life is about change. It's about evolution. No right or wrong in it. Just is. So once you've determined what's no longer a fit, time to let it go. Let that go. All right. So that's the masculine active energy, is to take a look at the things that are no longer a fit for your life and go ahead and clean house. Right? I still have to do that. Holy crap. I've done several house cleanings in the past several years, and I've still got more. From the Midwest, we have a really terrible disease called cheap storage space. And so it enables us to hold on to things far longer than we should. But it feels really good to get that stuff just out of your energy field. And it leaves room for new things to come in. And then also things that, if we never let go of stuff, those, difficult emotions and energies associated with the past can never heal. We're constantly being reminded of it. But if you let go of things out of your past, not only does it open up new space for new things to come in, but it lets the past be the past. And it slowly fades in our mind, and it allows us to heal from things that sometimes we didn't even realize, were wounds until they get healed. And then you're like, wow, what a difference I made. Didn't even realize that was bugging me that much. And now I've got, fresh new space for, fresh new things to come in. Again, it's life. It's about evolution. It's about, change, movement, and valuing yourself enough to let that old stuff go and make room for new things to come in, for new growth, a new you. So we're coming up close to the end of the year. Winter solstice is right around the corner. The solstice, it's not the beginning of winter, like for whatever reason a bunch of people think nowadays. I don't know how the fuck that became a concept. I blame astrologers. It's not the beginning of winter. It's mid-winter. It is the longest night of the year. And the next day, the days start getting longer and the nights start getting shorter. Why would that be the beginning of winter? It makes no sense at all. Beginning of winter is November 1st, November 2nd, right around there, right after Samhain or All Hallows Eve or Halloween, which is the midpoint between the fall equinox, equal night and day, and the winter solstice, longest night, and the beginning of the transition back to longer days and shorter nights. Right? So midwinter, just like the summer solstice is always called midsummer all around the fucking world, except in America and astrologists. So solstice, it's the longest night. It's kind of like the dark night, the darkest of the dark before things start getting lighter again. And it's the time to really go in and take a look, take stock of your life. Use that to see where you're not valuing yourself and what you need to go ahead and let go of in your life. Okay. All right. Now the card that came up again, the Oracle card, Wizard of Awareness. Now I swear this came up last week. I didn't check the video to see, but I swear. And I shuffled the crap out of that deck too. But at least this time it came up upright. I know that the last time it came up, it was in reverse. So we've made progress. It's upright now. So good job, everybody. Good job, guys. Teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. All right, Wizard of Awareness. Your soul knows best. Be still and observe. All right, that kind of goes with that nice winter solstice, summer solstice if you're in the southern hemisphere. My apologies. No, not mean to be northern hemisphere prejudiced. But it is, it's that changing. It's the changing of the seasons. And if you are in the southern hemisphere and it's the summer solstice, then you get to take this time of contemplation out underneath the stars because it's going to be a nice warm night. So lucky you. Upright. Mindfulness is about being observant and remaining neutral about what goes on in the world around you. Right? No judging. Just fit or don't fit. Right? Remain neutral. So much easier that way. This applies to the environment within you too. Same thing, no judgment. I've had to let a lot of things about myself go, and mainly it was the negative judgments I had against myself for things that I didn't do right or could have done better or whatever, right? And in reality, it was just, the shit that I had to go through, the things that I had to do, in order to get to be in the right place. And it is what it is, right? So this applies to the environment within you too. If you struggle inside yourself, stepping into an observer position gives you a new, powerful perspective that neutralizes any discomfort or overexcitement. It sure does. Just take some really deep belly breaths, get some oxygen in you, step outside of yourself and just kind of look and go, oh, well, what's going on? Oh, I'm feeling this way. That's interesting. This is going on in my life and it's really scary. That's interesting. Just like you're an observer. Well, that's interesting. It works. You have the capacity to see things clearly now, unencumbered by opinion or desire. Wearing the world as a loose garment requires you to adopt a sense that nothing that happens to you is personal. It's a really good perspective. People come and go, experiences evolve from one state to another in a continual shifting and change no matter how much you want things to stay the same. It's all about evolution, movement. The Wizard of Awareness asks you to give up your need to define or limit what you're experiencing now. It's all good. Let it be and watch the miracle unfold without any direct influence from you. Yeah, that's a great one. That's a great one. Definitely I've been taking that wisdom a lot lately, and it's helping greatly to just see it as, because we don't know, we have only our past to judge things by, but we have no idea if the things that we've gone through were good or bad until the very end of your life. And then you can look back and say, oh, okay, well, that's how that went. But that's still okay. I mean, we're all just here having experiences. And every experience that you have, whether you think it was beneficial or wasteful, I guarantee nothing has ever been wasteful. That's just our limited perspective talking. Nothing has ever been wasteful. Nothing you have ever done has ever been wasteful. It has been an extremely valuable experience that gives you knowledge and perspective now that you did not have then. So, don't sweat it. All right, that's it. Have a great week. Have a great winter solstice. Have a great summer solstice in the southern hemisphere. And I bid you all well and be happy, and I'll see you next Sunday.